Hello, this is John Reed of the Octoon Group, coming to you via the video. We're really starting to enjoy these little instructional videos. One thing I'm wanting to get out right now is something that's been occurring in the news is the bombings that have been happening in Texas through the mail. And you might ask yourself, what is a suspicious package? What would it look like? What does a suspicious package look like? How do I know if it's suspicious? I know we get a general sense of what could be suspicious, but not necessarily know exactly what to look for. There has been training modules on that, and so I wanted to touch base on that. Keep some of this information videos and things like that timely with things that are on the forefront of people's mind. And there's definitely a heightened awareness of those type of things occurring. So what I wanted to do real quick is go over what to look for with suspicious packages. Now, there's a lot of different aspects of what goes into a suspicious package, especially with Amazon and companies like that delivering stuff to people's doorsteps, ringing the doorbell, and leaving. It may be suspicious, but not suspicious. One thing you really want to do first and foremost is, if a package arrives that you did not order, be suspicious, especially if it comes to your doorstep. If it's just dropped off, because truth be told, anybody can drop those off. Anybody could come in and drop that equipment off, drop that box off, and leave. It looks like Amazon, looks like something somebody would do, but you're not sure, and so it is suspicious. So one quick tip I would suggest doing is, anytime you place an order online or anytime you're having something delivered, have a tracking number. Have it be tracked, have it set up. This day and age with technology and everything, they can email you. Most delivery companies can email you a receipt or a notification via email that the package has arrived. That way you know for sure that the package is yours, or that the package that is at your doorstep was one that was meant to be delivered. I get quite a bit of stuff delivered here through some of my other businesses and things like that, and so sometimes it is I don't know, it just arrives, and and my wife gets things as well, and so sometimes I even have to check with her before I grab the package or take it off, or have my kids touch it or move it. I definitely double check with my wife, make sure that we know that this package is coming and that it's supposed to be there. Other than that, things going through the mail, UPS and things like that, it's hard to tell. But there are some key things, especially as it revolves around terrorism and that type of thing, that are things to look for. Now, if you didn't anticipate a package and it comes for you, or you're in a business and something arrives that looks suspicious. I mean, a lot of corporations, they get packages all the time, and so you can't always differentiate. So the key is to look at the package itself and see if it's suspicious. What I have here is a sample of some of the things you might notice that would cause you to be suspicious. Now, what I've got here is a box, a simple box, packaged. If this was delivered to your facility or your home, or something like that, it would be something to be concerned about. Now, I put various aspects of things on there to be able to point out what would be suspicious about this package. The key is the box itself. People send it in various things, but if it's not an Amazon box or a UPS box, which what most people use, be cautious. Better to be safe than sorry when we're dealing with this type of environment. just double check. If you see the box and it looks out of place, it looks like it was from something else, you might want to question it. You might want to run up and find out who's it's for. The next thing you would look for is who's it's addressed to. If you notice right here, the address is not to a person. It's just to a company. And saying manager only, that's suspicious. That means somebody sent this not knowing who it was going to, but are sending it to a specific type of person, which is incredibly suspicious. One thing you'll also notice, and I don't know why, but there tends to be misspellings in these things. A lot of suspicious packages we come across in the industry, there are misspellings, there are things out of place. Now, what you'll notice here, manager's misspelled. It's not a difficult word. It could be an honest mistake. But for them to denote specifically that the manager should be the one opening this box is suspicious. Another thing is writing in the words fragile. Sometimes people will write that and it's legitimate. You know, somebody's sending a tea set or something like that. It could definitely be fragile. But you want to take note of that situation and take some of this stuff in totality. Another thing to notice is the return address. A lot of times the return address, because they don't want it coming back to them, they don't want it anywhere near them, they will put the return address as the address that they're sending it to. While not suspicious in and of itself, take the whole situation into consideration. And that's what a lot of this is just being aware of the different things that could occur. The second thing is postage. Now, some people don't understand exactly what the postage for something like this is, or want to go through the time to get a box weighed out, go through the line. They want to get it delivered and they want to get it gone. They want it away from them. And so they'll put, without understanding exactly how it works, they'll put way more postage than needs to be to ensure that it gets there, but that they don't have to go through the time to specifically get that postage done, especially at like a UPS or post office. So that is another thing to really be aware of is, and like I said, totality of the situation. Now, going to the box itself, when you look at the box, one thing you'll notice a lot of times when people do their boxes and things like that, they will do tape and things like that. But look at, is it excessively taped? Is it excessively taped in areas where they might not want something to get out or something like that? It's sloppily done. It's just kind of put together. You just want to be careful of that. And like I said, the totality. Another thing that you might notice, wires. Sometimes in transport, these things get shifted around, things get frayed, things get poked through. If you're seeing wires sticking out of a box, be suspicious. Don't go near it. Don't touch it. Once you realize that something is a suspicious package, clear the area. It is far better to be safe than sorry. And in that situation, consult your manager, get the area cleared out, move forward, go through protocols, call the cops. The cops have no problem going there and clearing something that's completely benign. They would rather do that than have you not contact them to clear that package and things like that, and then have some tragedy happen. When it comes down to it, we're looking at saving lives, saving massive injury and things like that, because not everybody dies when a package goes off. It's not automatic, but it can definitely hurt you. And so in the interest of keeping everybody safe, call the cops. They trust me when I tell you this, they do not have a problem with that. Now, if you do it, 3 times a week, they're going to have an issue with it. But just be aware of that. And as soon as you suspect it's suspicious, get away from it. Don't use your cell phone. Some things are on radio frequency and things like that. Don't move it. Don't try to push it. Don't try to get it outside of a facility. Just clear the area as much as possible. Yeah, I believe the typical distance is 300 feet. 300 feet in any direction for a package or some such while they're clearing that area. If it's in a building, clear the building if you have to. It's an inconvenience. It's going to cause a lot of headaches, but it's worth it to be safe. So, like I said, take a look at these. Another thing you'll want to look at is, another thing on these is discoloration of the box. If there's a liquid or something like that, or they're using, or there's a chemical in there that's causing a reaction already, or something like that, discoloration on the box, it's not good. This is almost like grease. You don't want to touch it. You don't want to look at it because you don't know. It's several things, and it's not just boxes, it's envelopes as well. Some of these things, as far as like postage and misspellings and things like that, all come into play for those boxes, or for those envelopes and things like that. And unfortunately, it happens. It has happening. It is happening, and it will happen in the future. And we can't always say for sure what it's going to be or how it's going to be, but we want to be aware. We want to be prepared. So, taking a moment, looking at this video, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for doing that. If you have any questions as far as specifics and things like that, feel free to reach out to me at either message. You can reply in the comments section here on this video, or message me or email me at theoctoongroup@gmail.com. And I would be more than happy to go over some of the finer details if it's specific for your area, or if you got some special circumstances that you're concerned about, or things for your home. Please feel free to reach out to me. We definitely like to help you out in getting that knowledge, getting that awareness for your specific environment, because there are several different environments, and packaging and delivery services and things like that happen all over the place. So I would like to be of assistance to you, help you out. I hope this instructional video helped out as far as some of the things to look for as far as a suspicious package. One thing to note with the home deliveries or the drop-off deliveries, make sure that you know the package is supposed to be delivered. If not, sometimes it happens they send you things that you're not aware of. Look to see if there is a printed label on there. It's very popular in this day and age to do the printing labels. So look at the labels, make a contact without picking up the package. If it doesn't have a label, it doesn't have postage on it, that is very suspicious. Look it up, make a phone call, and figure that out. Because at the end of the day, we want everybody to be safe. We want everybody to be aware so that tragedy doesn't happen to you, your family, your coworkers, or your community. This has been John Reed for the Octoon Group and a suspicious package tutorial. Have a great day.